I built a web app that predicts Premier League results. It's my prized possession, and to prove its worth, I'm going to be betting on the results it gives me every single match week, as well as placing a juicy 10-match accumulator bet known as the Golden Guess. Join me on this expedition of riches and wealth as we head right into the next round. Yes, hello everyone and welcome back. Our week of 8 draws has come to a close. And I will say, one of those draws did come through. It was this one right here. Leeds 1, Leicester 1, which is nice because I genuinely wasn't expecting any of them to come through at all. There were a few close ones, of course, but, you know, we always take a week where we get one correct. That's always a positive week. And taking a look at the table, you can see we won, but we didn't win enough to break a profit, so I'm not disappointed, but I am. At the end of the day, it's not the full maximum £11 loss, is it? So we always take those happily. We didn't win the Golden Guess, of course. It was the most ridiculous odds I've ever seen. It's the most we've ever had on a Golden Guess so far. It was never going to come through in a million years. We got 3 outcomes correct, which is nice, which leaves us with an overall accuracy of 20%. Not the worst week, not the best weeks, but a shining light is that we got Manchester City in second place. That is the correct table position in real life as it is on our simulator. Have a look at a comparison here. The thing about the Man City position is it's also guessed that they'll have 7 wins, 2 draws and 2 losses. The simulator's got that pretty much spot on. So far it's 100% correct at predicting Manchester City's form. So maybe you could use that for your betting tips. Thank you to Lil who suggested we have a look at Norwich's stats. Yes, I know you might be losing faith, but they did win this week in real life, so there's something to rejoice there. However, in real life they are dead last, but in our simulation they are only, 1 spot away from not being relegated, so it's not so bad. They did pick up some points in our last simulation when they drew with Brentford, so it doesn't put them far off getting out of the relegation zone here. The next game is against Southampton and it's at home, so they might have that advantage here in the simulation. Let's have a look at the stats, shall we? We're probably not going to see some very big numbers here. Yeah, pretty much predictable, isn't it? Highest goal scorer, Sargent, only 2 goals out of 11 games so far. The most assists is 1. Shows the kind of numbers we're working with here. Fair enough to Kieran Dowell for getting 11 caps. Fair enough Tim Krul for getting 2 clean sheets. Their largest win was against Arsenal in match week 4. Brilliant stuff. Shame that didn't happen in real life. Goals per game is only 0.36. That is pretty shocking, isn't it? That means only about 3 goals in total, really, doesn't it? Win percentage of only 9%, and they haven't won at home at all. Maybe this next week against Southampton, this could be the one. They've got 3 fixtures coming up that in this simulation could go their way, all things considered. Well, without further ado, I think it's about time we simulate the next match week. Big games next week, we've got Leicester versus Chelsea, Wolves versus West Ham there, that's going to be an important game. Okay, so let's go straight in there, let's simulate the next match week. 3, 2... Hello everyone, Future Matuno here. Just letting you know, if you really like this content and want to see more, then I'd really appreciate if you'd subscribe. It lets me know you want to see more of this stuff, and it really helps keep me motivated. Thanks a lot. 1. Okay, so the 0-0 champions, Brighton, have got another 0-0. They have the most draws in this simulation of any other team, Brighton do. They've got 6 draws so far, and here's another one to add to the list. Burnley getting a pretty important home win against Crystal Palace. Chelsea managed to beat Leicester away. Liverpool and Arsenal have drawn. That could not be too far from the truth in real life. And it was a 90th minute goal as well. Oh Christ, that is a big game to lose for Liverpool. Man City have drawn with Everton. I'm very shocked with that, because in this simulation Everton don't do so good at all. Newcastle starting to rack some more points up. They've drawn with Brentford 1-1. And it's a shame for Norwich. They've lost at home 3-0 to Southampton. That home win percentage will remain 0 at least for another week. Tottenham have beaten Leeds 2-1. I think they need to win that in real life as well, especially. But also Leeds are fighting relegation. Manchester United have beaten Watford away from home 2-0. And to finish things off, West Ham have beaten Wolves away from home 3-2. Big game that. Let's see how the table shapes up after that. We still have Tottenham in the lead. That is so far from real life right now, isn't it? We've got Manchester United in second and Manchester City in third, both on 24 points. Liverpool sitting in fourth on 23 points. And going to the Europa League is Chelsea and potentially Leicester. Still being relegated is the usual suspects, unfortunately. It's Norwich, Brentford and Wolves, but Brentford have moved up a position and they're not dead last. Now that title goes to Wolves. Congratulations. Okay, after filling out the betting slip with those scores, we've got some interesting odds here. Mainly Southampton 3, Norwich 0 is 17-1. Possibly they expect Norwich might win that, you know, you never know. West Ham to beat Wolves 3-2 is 26-1. That would be lovely when that comes back. Same with Manchester City versus Everton, that is also 26-1. But other than that, pretty standard odds. And I've got the golden guess filled out. As you can see, it's one of the lowest ones we've had so far, £19,605. And you know what it means when it's low? It means we are guaranteed to win it. The drinks are on me. Make sure to keep in touch to find out how we do next week. The closer we get to that 100 sub goal, the closer we get to that special prize. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and have a good one.